All right. All right, we are back. So let's begin our discussion tonight. If you're just joining, you are welcome. Oh boy. Welcome to the first episode on season 2. I'm so glad. I'm so glad after a very long break, we are back again. Season 1 was a success because of the wonderful testimonies we have of those who became pregnant, right? And those who are already, some who have delivered, right? It was a success. So this season 2, we want to we want to extend the success to others too, those who have been trying to conceive. And this season 2, we're going to be more specific to those who are trying to conceive. Yeah. And we're going to have question for every day that we need to answer, right? The season is why you're not pregnant, and today's episode is why are you not pregnant? We want to answer that question. We want to answer that question. But first, we'll ask the question with you because this is a question that nobody, especially those that are trying to conceive, or those who got married and they are expectant, right? There is a question they don't escape. The question is why am I not pregnant, right? Is that is a quiet question for some people, yeah, a loud but painful one for others. And for many couples, it's a question that follows months or years of trying, hoping, praying, timing, tracking, and now they are waiting. They still keep asking the question, why am I not pregnant? This question is not a failure. It's not a question of failure. It's not actually to judge you. It's not for judgment. And again, it's not gender specific. So it's not that, oh, okay, all women gather here. Why are you not pregnant? No, it's not gender specific because the journey is for both gender, right? But this question is actually a medical, biological, emotional, and sometimes social question, right? Especially those of us on this side, we value children that much, right? And it's a community thing when a woman is expecting. So that's why it's social, right? And it deserves very clear, honest, and compassionate answer. And that's what we do here. We want to give you compassionate answers to all your questions. All right. We will get to the Q&A. For those who are asking questions, we'll get to you. But let's deal with the gist first. Is that okay? Now, in this season, we will not rush into solutions. Because this is where my problem is with people. Some people just want that immediate one singular pill that solves all the problem. But they are really not asking the question. There's got to be a course before you look for solution, right? But some people put it the other way. They put the cart, the horse before the cart, right? So you've got to answer this question in this season. We will not rush to solution. Let's find out the cause. Because when you find out the cause of a thing, the solution will be easy to sort out. You're going for a hysteroscopy on Wednesday. The pain. You're already feeling the pain in your mind. Come on, man. You already. Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll be fine. Right? So let's begin. Right? Let's begin where fertility truly begins. Who is ready for tonight's gist? If you're here, you're ready for tonight's gist, talk to me in the comment section. Just type ready so that I will know that you are there and you're ready. Who is ready? Type ready in the comment section as we begin our discussion tonight. Hafiza, good to see you. Long time. Ready, 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 ready. So, like I said before, if you missed any episode before, just go to YouTube, search this name, Dr. Godwin EMB. Search the name. The previous episodes are there for you to watch the full details. Right? Even today's one will drop there. Good evening. Good evening. God is faithful, I see. Right? All right. So let us jump right into the season. Why are you not pregnant? Right? Now, what does getting pregnant actually require? Right? Simple questions. But sometimes if you miss the details, you will be trying for a very long time. Right? So before asking why pregnancy hasn't happened, right, we must first understand what must go right for pregnancy to occur. Follow? Before we begin to ask this question, let us understand what must go right for pregnancy to occur. And that is why I would to God, I know that maybe in 1 or 2 months' time, some people will be seeing me for the first time. So they must have missed this early part of the gist. And we may need to do some recap. But it's all right. It's all right. We'll try as much as we can to help everybody. Right? So what does getting pregnant actually require? What does it require? You hear people say, we've been trying for 5 years, we've been trying for 15 years, we've been trying for 10 years. Calm down. Let's start from the beginning. What does getting pregnant actually require? Because pregnancy is not an accidental biology, right? It's not an accidental biology. Pregnancy is a perfectly timed sequence of events that involves two bodies, right? Two bodies, multiple organs, hormonal signals, and cellular precision. That is what pregnancy is. So if you miss it, I want to say it again. I said that pregnancy is not an accidental biology. Pregnancy requires two bodies, multiple organs, hormonal signals, and cellular precision. That's what pregnancy is. People don't really appreciate that because, when you just knock, like, I'm pregnant, so I don't want this pregnancy, remove it. That's easy. That's easy. So now they are trying to conceive. They think it should come that way. Have you not asked yourself the question, why is it that when some people are young and stupid, they must have committed several abortions? It was easy to conceive. Now they have settled down. They are trying for years. And they seem not to be getting pregnant. Why? Why is it now difficult to conceive? Thank you very much, Liwame. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Right? Why is it now difficult to conceive? Now that you are trying to conceive, you've settled down, you want to start having children, you want to start a family. Why is it now difficult? But I thought it was easy. I thought it was that easy. Right? So when you begin to ask yourself this question, then you begin to realize that some things actually needs to align. Right? So for those who are just joining, I said pregnancy is not a biological accident. Pregnancy is a battery of events that involves two bodies, multiple organs, hormonal signals, and cellular precision. That's what it is. So if you're trying to conceive, you want to sit down tight, grab your pen and paper. Oh boy, let us begin to learn something tonight, right? Because for pregnancy to happen, right, all of the things I'm going to say now must align for pregnancy to happen. Otherwise, you're going to be forcing your system to produce results, and yet you have not prepared your body for that result. So I say, "Oh, doctor, I've not been. I'm trying to conceive," and I say, "Oh, come, take this drug, take this drug." Squeezing out the juice out of your system to produce, you know, it's not a biological accident. Yeah. So for pregnancy to happen, these things must align. And what are those? Remember, you got to have your pen and paper because you've got to learn something. Hey doc, my last period was November, took PT and it comes two lines, but one is faint. Go and repeat it. Don't worry, I'm going to answer all your questions by the time we get to the Q&A segment. Right? So just hold on tight. Hold on tight. Let's learn something. By the time we are even done, I must have answered all your questions. Right? So calm down. Right? So what did I say? I say for pregnancy to happen, all of the things I'm going to say now must align. You must you must have a healthy egg that is released at ovulation. You must have a healthy sperm, right, which must be present at the right time. You think you just knock anyhow and pregnancy comes? It doesn't work that way, right? Right? It doesn't work that way. I'll get to your question, gold Fatty. It doesn't work that way. So a healthy sperm must be present at the right time for pregnancy to occur. And the sperm must travel successfully. Do you know the hurdles in the journey to fertilization? We will get there. I'm going to tell you the things that sperm had to go through before fertilization occurs. More reason why the number of sperm that must be released has to be in millions. Otherwise, forget about fertility. We're going to learn a lot of stuff in this season. So if you don't want to learn, leave this live stream alone. Or if you want to learn, sit down tight. You're going to see a lot of good stuff. Right? So how many things have I mentioned so far? Let me see how many people are following me. How many things have I mentioned for pregnancy to happen? How many things have I mentioned? Let me see who is following. Who is there? How many things have I mentioned for pregnancy to happen? Two things. Good. The Dizzy Real Talk. Thank you very much. You are really here. Thank you very much. You are really here. The next one. The sperm must travel. Okay, it's actually three because this is the third one. The sperm must travel successfully. Right? Then fertilization must occur. It's not enough to have intercourse, to have good sex, to be good in bed. That is for your own pleasure anyway. It's not enough for sperm to be released. But if fertilization does not take place, all that is just a waste of time. And no, not waste of time. It's just for your good pleasure, right? Right. So fertilization must occur. And when fertilization occurs, the embryo must divide normally. Go to my videos. I've done some things about pregnancy, fertilization, and all that stuff, and even blighted ovum and other stuff. You want to look at it and listen. You're going to learn a lot of stuff from those videos. So besides the live stream, go to those videos and learn, right? If fertilization takes place and the embryo that is formed does not begin to divide correctly, pregnancy cannot occur. So it's not enough for fertilization to take place. It's not enough. We must have quality embryo that must divide to become a human being, right? And after the fertilization takes place, the division occurs. We must have implantation. It's like a garden. The womb, the whole process of fertility is like a garden. You must have good soil, right? Watered soil, manure-rich soil. Then you have a seed. And this seed must be implanted correctly into the ground. It should not be too deep. It should not be too shallow. Right? Hold on with your question, Gold Fatty. I'll get to it shortly. Is that okay? Right? And when all that is done, even when implantation takes place, there's still the side of hormones. You must have hormones must support early pregnancy for it to be carried through. People will come and say, oh, why did I miscarry? Several reasons. And I'm going to tell you in this season. So you want to make sure you keep a date every day, 7:30 Nigerian time, Monday to Friday. We're going to answer all those questions. So all these things must align for pregnancy to occur. And failure at any single point can delay pregnancy. That may just be your case, and you've been waiting for 10 years. Right? So when we ask, why are you not pregnant? We are really asking, at which point is this process, or rather, at which point in this process is something not aligning? At what point are we missing something? So I've done all the tests, I'm still not pregnant. This is the kind of questions you ask yourself. At what point is something going wrong, right? So at which point in the process is something not aligning, right? So if you're still here with me, please talk to me in the comment section. Type, I'm here, so that I'll know you're listening to me, right? If you're still here, talk to me. So if you're just joining, you're welcome. We are in the second season of our fertility journey. Why are you not pregnant? And in this season, we're going to be asking brutal questions and be giving you brutal answers. Because this year, that pregnancy you must carry on. I tell you the truth. You will. Because you'll be working from a place of knowledge. Not just blind movement all over the place, spending millions of naira and you're still not getting any results. Right. And this is where the problem is. Some people are so funny. So just make sure you stick and listen, because first get some knowledge before you start confusing yourself. Is that okay? Is that Habis? Habis, thank you. Good to see you. Thank you very much. So let's move on to the gist. right? Is infertility always the problem? Is infertility always the problem? The answer is no. And this is one of the most misunderstood truths in fertility medicine, right? There's some people have already labeled themselves infertile, so they just go all over the place. Hi, Nurse Princess, I see you. Good to see you. Habits, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Big. I'm happy to see you. So I said all that to say, not being pregnant does not automatically mean you're infertile or automatically mean infertility. It does not automatically mean that, because clinically, infertility. Good evening. If you are just joining, you're welcome. Please tap on your screen, share the live. Thank you very much. Clinically, infertility is defined as failure to conceive after 12 months of regular, unprotected intercourse, right? For those that are less than 35 years. So if you are less than 35 years and you're having regular, unprotected intercourse for 1 year, actually, I think the World Health Organization put it this way, regular would mean 3 times a week for 12 months, and you are not pregnant, then that is infertility, right? So, but if you are 35 years and above, it is actually regular unprotected intercourse for 6 months and you're not pregnant, then that is infertility. Comprehend? Right, don't worry, we'll come to your question, don't worry, we'll get there. So many people at 3 months they're panicking. Oh, doctor, I've been married for 3 months. I've not conceived. Calm down. Calm down. How long have you been trying? So those people who have been trying for 5, 6, 7, 8, come closer. Those who are a few months, go back to the back seats. Right? So let's talk. So many people just panic at 3 months. So you were married 3 months ago, and all of a sudden, mother-in-law is giving you trouble, and now you want to force your system to produce pregnancy, right? Some are worried after one cycle, right? See, listen, time matters. Time matters. As time matters, is the same way that accuracy matters too. And that is why the level of details in days to come will going to help you understand that maybe you are just doing it wrongly. Think of those last year who became pregnant without necessarily IVF or anything, just because of knowledge. So let's see, maybe you're doing your own wrongly. Let's help, right? Let's help. The next question is the problem always the woman? Because most of the time, what you see is first the woman will be the one worried and she's the one in the clinic, right? The woman is not always the problem, right? Now, this belief of that the woman is a problem, has harmed families for many years, for many generations. I've seen homes torn apart because of this challenge. So, I'm married 1 year now, 2 years now, you refuse to give me children. But I thought you came together because you were in love. Why do we tear down this beautiful home because we are ignorant? Why? That belief is not today. It has been there for generations. It has been there for generations, right? And there's also those who say, when I was younger, I've had one or two children somewhere else. So therefore, that is the man now. Therefore, I don't think I'm the problem. You think so? You want to stay on this live stream in days to come. We're going to clear your doubts, right? We're going to clear your doubts. But for today, know this: fertility has the male factor, it has the female factor, it has the combined factor, and it has the unexplained factor. The male factor occupies 40% of the problem. The female factor occupies 40% of the problem. The combined factor and the unknown factor occupies the remaining part of the problem. So you can see it's equal share for both gender, right? Don't worry, we'll look at the gist and see what happens, right? So it's a shared, and I always say it's teamwork. It's not the time to fight and tear down the house, the home. It's not the time. No, it's teamwork. Let's look at this thing together. Let's find out where the problem really is. Sometimes you're actually looking in the wrong direction. All the energy you're wasting to fight, you would have used that to consolidate and have the child you are looking for. Yeah. So by June, when you do what we tell you, you will be testing positive. But still, that still does not change our cultural belief. But we're going to help with some knowledge, Often carries the blame. The women often carries the blame, right? But I am telling you that medically, it is, when it comes to fertility is a shared responsibility. It's not just, hey, the man, you are the cause, or the woman, you are the cause. It's a shared responsibility. And we need to face this thing as a team. What is the team? The man, the woman, and your doctor, right? So that is the team that will face this thing together. So if pregnancy has not happened, both partners must be evaluated and be evaluated together, right? So that is why we need some knowledge, right? All right. A few questions we must begin to ask, yeah, as we step into, this is actually the beginning of the details we're going to be giving in months to come. You right? A few questions we must be asking. The first question is, are you ovulating normally? Are you ovulating normally? What is ovulation? What is ovulation? Simply put, ovulation is the release of an egg from an ovum, from an ovary, sorry. Right? When egg leaves the ovary, that is ovulation. Simple and short. Right? Because if there is no egg, there can never be pregnancy. So are you ovulating normally? This is the catch. Having regular periods does not always mean ovulation is normal. I'll say it again, let it soak. Having regular periods does not always mean that ovulation is normal. In fact, I know somebody, my dearest friend, from years ago, she has never menstruated in her lifetime. I said, ah, really? Yes. She has never menstruated in her lifetime. I think this was some 15 years ago, I think. I can't remember the details. How many years, sorry. She came and said she has never menstruated. She started, she arrived puberty at 16 years. And from that 16 years to the time we were seeing then, she has never menstruated. And now she's married. She's worried. If I don't menstruate, how am I going to have babies? Well, the interesting thing is that even though she was not menstruating, she was actually ovulating, right? And today she has two children, right? So it's it's the change for her came when we gave her some clarity, knowledge, and that's how we became friends anyway. Because usually you become friends with people who bring solutions to you, right? So I said all that to say having regular periods does not always mean ovulation is normal. Put that at the back of your mind. Ovulation can be irregular, ovulation can be delayed, ovulation can be absent. You could also have ovulation, but the egg has poor quality gametes, right? And the common causes for this irregular ovulation, delayed, absent, or poor quality, common causes would include PCOS. All right, I'll get to your questions, right? So you want to sit tight, sit tight. We are going to fill up all the box and answer everybody's questions. Is that okay? So let us. I'm trying to run through quickly because I'm going to lift the full video and put on the YouTube so that those who miss the details can always go back. Because let us help. If we want to help, let us help well. If we don't want to help, let us leave it alone. All right? So part of helping well is to take the complete video and put on YouTube so that you can always go back and listen over and over again. Right? So just search Dr. Godwin EMB on YouTube. You will see the videos dropping every week. Right? Now the videos is blessing me. Imagine what it will do to you that is trying to conceive. Oh, I miss you too. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you are good. Yes, I'm back, of course. After the long break, I'm back. Good to see you. So, I was saying that the common causes for this uh, menstruation ovulation confusion is PCOS, hormonal imbalance, stress. I'll get to all these details in time to come, but just for today, stress, extreme weight change, whether it is the weight adding up or is the weight coming down, extreme change, right? Thyroid disorder, and I hope I remember. I want to talk about this thyroid thing versus this thing you people use all over the place, endocrine disruptors. I hope I will get there one day, but for today, thyroid disorder can be a cause of menstrual confusion, ovulation delay, irregularity, and all the stuff, right? Excessive exercise. Excessive exercise. You want to quickly take example of these athletes, female athletes, right? Study their fertility journey. It's really not as easy as you want to think. So, ovulation, in a nutshell, is not guesswork. It's not guesswork. It's not guesswork at all. Ovulation can be, and actually it should be confirmed medically if you think you have ovulatory concern like irregular menstruation, ovulation, delayed ovulation, and all that. You want to check it medically and confirm that you're actually ovulating. Remember the story I told of my dearest friend who was never, up until today, she's very close to becoming a grandmother. She has never menstruated, but she has been ovulating, right? So it's really confusing, but we're able to pull through all these years, right? So the next question we need to ask is is the sperm healthy enough? Is the sperm healthy enough? It's not enough to ejaculate 1 gallon of semen. It's not enough. It's not enough at all. So you know now, when I ejaculate like this in the plenty. No, that is not it. It's not enough. Sperm health is not just about the quantity of semen or the count. It's not just that, right? Now, this is what a normal sample of semen must have, right? So, if you are still here with me and you're writing something, just wave at me so that I know you are here and active, right? Please type on the comment section, right? Say I'm here. I want to see and interact with you, right? All right. So if you are just joining, you're welcome. Please tap on your screen. We are not at 10K right yet. Come on, man. Let's start. Let's help other people. Imagine how many people out there who needs this information. So your tap will solve the problem. Okay. I'm talking about sperm is the sperm healthy enough? Is the sperm healthy enough? And a normal sperm sample must have these things I'm going to mention. And you want to take notes. You want to take notes. And by the way, if I give you this information in the clinic, you will pay me for it, right? So you want to take notes. Yeah? The first thing, the normal sperm sample must have adequate volume, right? Adequate volume. First thing. The next thing is good concentration, right? Just write it down like that and hold it there until the day we get to the point and dismantle it for you to understand. Good concentration. That is the second thing. The third thing, it must have proper motility. Forget about the language. If you don't know what motility, forget about it. Motility means movement, right? It must have proper movement. Like I said, it's not enough to just have 1 gallon of sperm all over the place, all over the room, right? The question is, are they moving? Are they moving? Because the pre oh, I've forgotten the English language. The tendency for every sperm cell is to move. That's what I'm trying to say. The tendency for every sperm cell is to move. So you can ejaculate a river. If the sperm cells are not moving, that is a waste of cells, right? So that is the third thing. The fourth thing is normal morphology. Morphology, again, forget about the big grammar. It means shape. There is a shape that sperm must have for it to be considered to be a normal sperm. It must not have two heads. It must not have half head. It must not have zero head. It must not have round head. It must not have pin head. There is a shape it should have for it to consider it to be normal, right? Then it must have a functional DNA integrity. MSEG is here. So these are the things that a sperm sample must have and evaluated for we to say, oh, this sperm is normal. For you to be cleared and say you are good to go. Right? Like I said, it's not enough. Thank you, MSEG. It's not enough to ejaculate a river. The question is, all these criteria are they met? It's not enough to have the best style or you go 1 hour. It's not enough. These things must be in place. A man can look healthy. Yeah? A man can look healthy. A man can have normal erection. John Thomas is just like this, shooting forward every time, looking straight at you. John Thomas is always active, right? A man can ejaculate normally, right? And yet still have impaired fertility. Right? So it's not because he's looking macho or looking all healthy. The question is the sperm healthy? Is the sperm healthy? And the things that would impair sperm quality. Jesus, baby, I see you. You see lifestyle. You see infection, heat exposure, especially at the groin, right? Medications, hormones, and even stress can affect sperm quality. So men, if you are the back seat, come forward. I'm talking to you. Lifestyle, infection, heat exposure, medications, hormones, and even stress can affect sperm quality. So that is why you've got to give more attention to your health if you're trying to conceive. So for those women who are always like championing the cause of, okay, they want to go and test, they want to know what the problem is, these are the information you need. Draw your partner. Oh yeah, sit down by this side. They follow this journey together. Right? Because he's got his role to play. He's got 40% of the problem to solve. You have 40% of the problem to solve. Right? All right, that is the second question we need to ask ourselves. The next question, the third question we need to ask ourselves. Is that Mr. Tab? Mr. Tab is here. The next question is, are the fallopian tubes open and functional? Are the fallopian tubes open and functional? Fallopian tubes are where fertilization happens. The whole fertilization gist you've been hearing, it does not happen in your uterus. It happens in the fallopian tube. So while you are caring for your uterus, know that there's another structure out there that also needs care. That is the fallopian tube. And if they are blocked, if the fallopian tube is scarred, if it is damaged by any means or inflamed, the sperm and the egg may never meet. We're asking the question and we're trying to answer the question, why are you not pregnant? So we're looking at everything. If any of these things happen to that fallopian tube, forget about fertilization, forget about pregnancy. I said, if the fallopian tubes are blocked, if they are scarred, damaged, or inflamed, forget about fertilization. Right? And what could cause any of these to happen? Blockage of fallopian tube, inflammation of fallopian tube, scarring. What could cause that? You could have previous infection, previous pelvic infection, right? The almighty PID you people talk about. You know, the, the full meaning of PID is pelvic inflammatory disease. It's actually a vague, an umbrella um, word for a whole lot of infection that can happen, right? You are new here, Heart, I see you. Don't worry, you are coming up. We'll come up shortly. We'll come up shortly so that Let's stop there. Please, let's stop on our screen. Let's stop on our screen. Thank you guys for joining. So, what are the common causes of tubal issues or fallopian tube issues? What are the common causes? PID, that is pelvic infection, unsafe abortion, unsafe abortion. Mrs. Arrow, I see you. Okay, all of you that are coming newly, you need to keep talking in the comment section so that I know you, right? Unsafe abortion. You say why they commit abortion? Why? You know, young people will come to the clinic and say, "Oh, I'm pregnant. I don't want my daddy to know." And you're coming to me? Do you know who I am? I'm an embryologist. My job is to make people pregnant. And you're asking me to come and remove it. Thunder fire you. Rather, we'll nourish it very well for you so that you carry it. Oh boy. All right. So, unsafe abortion can cause tubal problems, right? There is also the issue of post-surgical adhesion. We'll get to all these details in time to come, and also endometriosis, also endometriosis. So tubal health cannot be assumed. Don't assume that hey, my tubes are okay, my tubes are. Don't assume it. It must be assessed, and it's one of those things that your fertility doctor will assess for you. Is that okay? The next question we want to ask you: is the uterus ready to carry pregnancy? All right. Um, so just stay where you are. Stay where you are. Let us. Arrow, are you following me yet? Let me check. You are not following
Yes,
me yet.
sir.
Why? You are not following me yet. Okay. So before we take other people's questions, keep sending your request to come up. Let's go ahead and ask the next question. Right now, if you have been here and you have not been writing something, I can imagine the kind of things you have missed because we may not repeat them. Unless, okay, we can repeat them because you go to YouTube, search my name. This complete video will be sent there, so you can always catch up on what you missed. Right? So, before we take the next set of questions, let us, as you're coming up, just mute your mic. All right. So the next question we want to answer is the timing the problem? Is the timing the problem? You see, many couples simply miss the fertile window. Some don't even know what is fertile window in the first place. I can take a census now. How many of us here knows when is our fertile window? More likely, 50% don't know. Now, but this is the simplest way to understand it. We're going to give details in weeks to come. However, this is the simplest way to understand it. Ovulation occurs once per cycle. Ovulation occurs once per cycle. Now, the fertile window lasts only anywhere from 5 to 6 days. That is when your fertile window is. Now, if you can catch this particular point, most of you that have been trying for many years, your story will change. Yeah, you can catch that point. Now, when you have sex too early or too late or not frequently, that can actually reduce the chance of pregnancy even when everything else is normal. D asked a very important question before. I'll come back to that question. Talking about exploitation, if you want to remind me later, right? So when you have sex too early, too late, or too infrequent, right? This can reduce the chance of pregnancy even when everything else is okay. Because fertility is all about precision, it's not just about effort. That's why as I said earlier when I started, some of you, you're just enjoying your life, right? You're just enjoying. You're really not trying. If you are really trying, you want to be asking questions like the right timing. Yeah. So when is the right time? For today, details are a lot of details are coming in weeks to come. But for today, understand that ovulation occurs once in your cycle, and when the egg is made available, when the egg is available for fertilization, it only lasts 12 to 24 hours. That is the time it is available for fertilization. Now, your fertility window will be that day of ovulation plus 5 to 4 days, 4 to 5 days prior to ovulation. So when you put that together, you have 5 to 6 days fertile window. So you want to concentrate on your 5 to 6 days fertile window in your trying to conceive than just having sex anytime, anyhow, everyhow, right? So concentrate on your fertile window. You are more likely to get your result, especially my dearest sister that has the first person that asked question. Is that okay? So focus on the fertile window. But we'll get back to that in weeks to come. So you want to stick around, right? Okay, Jenny Love, your question will be answered in weeks to come because there is so much details I need to give you about ovulation that you by yourself you can tell. Is that okay? So be patient. The next question is, could lifestyle be quietly blocking your pregnancy? This is the part that many people hate to hear. But I'm going to tell you, right? Especially men. Could lifestyle be quietly blocking your pregnancy? What do we see today in our modern time? People struggle with fertility, and it's ever increasing. And when you check, this ever increasing fertility struggle is related to lifestyle, both for men, both for women. And these are a few factors that we can point to say, okay, maybe. And these are the things you should be paying attention to. Number one, I will not number it. I want to see how many people is following me. I'm going to mention them and stop somewhere. Let me see who is following. Right? Poor sleep. How many hours of sleep do you get a day? And how consistent is your sleep? Right? Poor sleep. 212 La Vida. I see you. Poor sleep. I'm asking a question. How many hours of sleep do you get a day? And how consistent are you with your sleep? Especially nighttime. Especially nighttime. Indeed, your para is here. That's the first thing. The next thing is chronic stress. Today we have people hustling all over the place. Men are hustling, women are hustling. So much stress, whether it's physical stress, emotional stress, psychological stress, so much stress. That is another factor. The other one is smoking and alcohol. Thank you. Thank you very much, ma'am. Smoking and alcohol. Of course, there are women who smoke, right? Even though it's not common on this side where I am, but women smoke. Women smoke. Men smoke also. So smoking and alcohol, I'm going to give those details later. Obesity and overweight. You want to watch your weight. You want to watch your weight. So we're going to tell you, we're going to be just talking about weight gain. We're going to talk about BMI. And we're also going to be talking about one or two things with respect to weight as it affects your fertility, right? Then environmental toxins, whether it is the toxin that you apply by yourself or is the toxin that is available in the environment which is not within your control. That is another factor to the infertility challenge. Then poor nutrition. I'm sure we should be able to, like the last season, we did a very complete episode where we talk about the nutrients necessary for fertility, and we're going to do the same again, so that you watch what you eat, know what to eat. A total overhaul of your lifestyle, of your nutrition, and you do something about your weight and your of course physical exercise, right? So these are the things you need to focus on. So I said all that to say that these things don't usually not they don't completely stop your fertility, but they can delay it silently. So like I always say, the one that is in your hands to control it, and allow your doctor and God to take care of the rest that is not under your control. Is that okay? Now, as the case is with some people here today, what if all the tests are normal and I'm still not pregnant? Now somebody's warming up to ask me that question. Oh, I've tested everything. I've done hormonal test. Fallopian tube is open. Ovulating. I've done everything, but I'm still not pregnant. Well, that is classified under unexplained infertility, idiosyncrasy, right? And it is real. It is real. But it does not mean that nothing is wrong, that we cannot tell medically that this is the problem. Still does not mean that nothing is wrong, right? It does not mean that it's all in your head. And it also does not mean that treatment is impossible. So when we get there, we'll help you with some information that can help. But what all these mean, it means that current tests cannot detect the problem yet. So we'll see how to help you, right? Whether you may need advanced monitoring, or maybe your case is just patience, or we'll just tailor your fertility concern or fertility uh, uh, care to some other aspect that can help you quickly. Is that okay? The most important truth is not being pregnant is not a verdict. It's not a verdict that you are infertile. No, it's a signal. It's a signal. A signal to ask better questions. Better questions. I tell people, don't tear down. You got married because you were in love. You were lovebirds. So now you're tearing down the home because pregnancy has refused to come. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Ask better questions. Of course, I think D was asking the question, what about the situation where people have been exploited because of ignorance? Well, that's why we are here, right? That's why we're here. That's why we're here, to give you knowledge, and for free at that. So ask better questions. get accurate evaluations, right? And remove blame. Stop this blame game. It is you, it's not me, it's this. Stop it. Why? Because when you don't approach infertility with the right mindset, you are likely not to get any results. Good evening, Blessing TV. I see you. Replace your fear with understanding. At least we are getting the understanding today. Is that okay? So this is why this season that we just began today, this is why it matters. This is the second season of our fertility journey. R. Kelvin, you're welcome. Just mute for a second. Mute for a second.
I can't wait to share my happiness.
Calm down. I know your blood is hot. Calm down. I'll go back to you shortly. Just mute. Good. I know some people from the past season, they're just, I want to talk. I want to talk. Calm down. We'll get to you. Right? So don't worry. So I was saying that the reason why this season that we just began today, the reason why it matters. Um, we are not going to give you quick fix. Biology does not do quick fixes, right? It's about clarity. It's about clarity. Every day we will ask one question. Every question will unlock new understanding. And every episode will move you closer to your answers. Right? I know many people from the past episode, they are belly on big now, so they are not here in the live stream. Good for you, right? So when you deliver, you want to come back and join us. Is that okay? But for the people that are just coming, I'm here for you. Is that okay? So every episode will move you closer to the answers, and we will do our best to give you the clarity you need and guide you. And I will never forget my dearest friend. What's her name? I will not call her name. Right? We were already ready to go to IVF because that was the last resort. I said, come, go to IVF. And of course, I recommended where to go. Now, I didn't tell her that where she was going, I was going to be in the lab because I want to handle her eggs myself. Right? Of course, she was never going to see me, but I'll be in the background. Right? But before she made up her mind, before she was ready, because it costs money, right? Before she could make up her mind completely, she was already pregnant. So that's the kind of testimony we want to hear. Safer, less costs, and you still get your results. Is that okay? All right. All right. Let's bring everybody up. So, R. Kelvin, this is your hour. Talk to us. R. Kelvin, are you there? Okay, 212, you have started. Wow, nice. Nice. R. Kelvin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Good evening. You are welcome.
Good evening. Ah,
Talk to us.
finally, I tested positive.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's wonderful. That's
Oh,
wonderful.
oh my God.
Well, come. I know you are excited. No go the dance, mumu dance, make I go. I know when you're complaining.
No, where the strength? No strength, doctor. No strength. Oh, seriously, no strength. Even to eat is a problem.
Of course, you remember the morning sickness we talked about. So that's where you are now, right?
Yeah, it's not easy. Oh.
Yeah, so It's not easy, but it's part of the journey,
It's not easy
right?
at all.
It's part of the journey. So what you want to do is anyway, we've said you already know everything I need to say. I've said it before. So just make
Yes,
sure you eat right. And of course, remember, it is better to raise false alarm than to go to the clinic late. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yes.
Good. So don't assume anything. Just make sure you get the best care. But
Uh,
in when will be the 10th month? So you tested positive now. So in October.
yeah.
October. Oh boy. Where is your location? Let me see if I can come.
Italy.
If they are where?
Bari Central in Italy. Italy.
Italy. Oh, I
Yeah.
need to travel.
Don't
Mm.
worry, maybe you will come for Mugo. My mom is late.
Interestingly, I actually do know how to do a mugo, I can bath babies. So,
It's not easy,
so
doctors.
but
Seriously,
it's
this
not
journey
easy.
wasn't easy.
It's not easy, but thank God it has come.
Thank God I
Now
made
that it
it.
has come, we will carry it through to the end.
Amen, more. Amen.
So, so you are good to go. Just make sure you keep us posted, and we'll work with you throughout the journey. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Of course, that's what it means to be father of many nations. You have children all over the place.
So,
All right, congratulations. And I know you see there are people in the comment section. There are people even in the FYP that are listening to your testimonies, right? And I want to encourage those of you listening. Please use other people's testimony. Just be happy for them, right? Because when you're happy for somebody else's own, your own is on the way. So do
that's
not
it.
approach fertility with the wrong mindset. More likely, it is that anger where dey your mind and make pregnancy never enter. So
It's true.
remove the wrong mindset, bad energy. Then you see, our job is to help you with the biology and the science. Your job is to do what is right, right?
Yeah.
My friend from I think that person from Zambia, all right, that has a partner in Europe, and she's in Zambia, and you're asking me question. Thank God she has gone to Europe, so I'm sure she would have solved the problem. So you cannot be living far apart, and you're asking me questions on the live stream. Make sure you live in the same place with your partner. You know your fertile window, and give us the results. Give us the news, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you very much.
R. Kelvin, thank you very much. We'll keep in touch with you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Hafiza. Hello, Hafiza.
Good evening.
Good evening, Hafiza. Talk to me.
Okay, I have a question here. I last
Okay,
did my IVF.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. I did my IVF in 2021,
Mm,
but with no success. Then I tried again last year, and then
mm,
my doctor told me that I have few eggs. So she suggested that we have to get an egg donor.
mm-hmm.
which we did try to get an egg donor, and the pregnancy was success. But again, after 2 to 3 months, then we got miscarriage. So I don't know. I
Mm.
just wanted to know if is it going to happen again? Maybe normally. Should I try normally, or like I'll have to try with IVF my whole life, or what? Just I wanted clarity on that.
Okay. Okay, sorry about the loss, but don't worry. Just keep hope alive, right?
Okay.
No,
Thank you.
you don't you will not be trying IVF your whole life. It does not work like that. More likely,
Okay.
while you are still preparing for IVF, you may become pregnant naturally, right? So that one is out of the way,
Okay.
right? There are
Mm.
several reasons why miscarriage happens, right? But just for because of
Yes.
today, quiz, well, because we have the details coming in an episode, right? So several reasons why
Okay.
miscarriage can happen. It could be genetic, but since you got a egg donor, more likely it was gotten from a younger person, so the egg quality was good. Now, another reason could be remember I just mentioned is the environment right for
Yes.
implantation. So your
Yes.
doctor, I'm sure, will use your history and be looking at what is your progesterone level, what is the thickness of
Mm-hmm.
your of your endometrium.
Yes.
They're going to look at several things,
Yes.
several reasons why that can, even
Mm.
infection can cause that, right? So several
Yes.
reasons,
Mm.
and I don't want you to now overburden your mind with the past loss, right? What you should
Yes.
be worried now is the hormonal tests. Did they turn out
Mm-hmm.
right? Is there infection? Has it been taken care of? Is there uterine abnormalities that you don't know yet? Right. So there are
Yes.
several things. Well, I'm sure the doctor is already looking at it, but don't think
Yes.
that that failure means when you do it again you're going to fail. No, it does not work like that. More
Okay.
likely, while we are still preparing for the next IVF, you would have conceived. That's why I want
Mm.
you to make sure you stick around because we're going to be giving you a blow
Yeah.
by blow approach so that before you get to the IVF clinic, you would have conceived naturally and glory to God. So, what's your age bracket?
I'm
What's your
38.
age bracket? You're 38. Okay. So,
Yes.
no worries. No worries. No worries. You will not have to do IVF all your life, but at least we'll give you some clarity that will either help you have a successful IVF or conceive naturally, right? But remember,
Okay.
positivity. Is that okay?
I'll try my best. Yes. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, doctor.
please do. Have any problems? You can always come. I will talk to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Fresh, fresh.
Good evening, doctor. It's a
Good evening. You're welcome.
Thank you. This is a I changed my name.
You changed your
I
name. Oh, this
yes,
Ecom? Oh my
yes, sir.
God. Come, you should stop the confusing person. All right, all right.
Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So I'm here to
Talk to me.
testify
What do
you
you
that
want to
God has done it.
talk to me? The Lord has done it
I
finally.
swear.
Finally. The
Yes.
Lord has done it. Oh boy.
I swear.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. That's remarkable.
Yes, sir. It's good.
Ah, you people are just surprising me.
As
You people are just
in,
surprising. But
just let me come and tell you and thank you.
congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
You know, these kind of testimonies, I usually, when I get these kind of testimonies, I usually ask, what, how much can we pay for this kind of
Funny
testimonies?
part is
This
that
what God can do.
this one was like I
Only
was
God.
not on medication, nothing. You know, the last cycle I was on medication, Clomid, that was giving me body pain and everything. This time around, I said nothing. I want to rest. And is this resting now that now led to? So it's
Yeah,
God.
because your problem then was resting. Now you have
Yes,
rested.
yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank
And
you,
it's
sir.
actually important you are telling us now because I know there are some people whose
Mm.
problem is stress and they are not willing to change. So I'm begging you, if you are in the comment section, FYP, stress is also a problem with respect to fertility. So you want to adjust, right? You will not, you will trade off now. Is it baby you want or is stress you want? Which one? So
More.
Ecom, friends,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank
So
you
I'll
very
come to
much.
your inbox on WhatsApp. So thank you. I really appreciate your patience and everything in answering my
If I'm not
question.
patient, what will I do? I will not be two people now. You have to be patient with all of you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for lifting our spirits. Thank you for
Yeah.
giving us the kind of information we need to keep us going. In fact,
Yes, sir.
if for this, because of this information now, I know I'm not going to stop live stream anytime soon. Why?
Please
Because when
don't.
people testify, that is the joy we have. Thank you, Ikom. I
Yes, sir.
appreciate. What about your friend? I've not heard from her at all. What's happening?
She's
Is she
still
angry with
trying.
me?
No,
What's
no, no,
going
no.
on?
She's still trying. She's still trying. Um,
All right.
yes, I'll come to your inbox. All right.
She'll be fine. She'll be fine. All right.
Okay,
Thank you
sir.
very
Thank
much.
you. Okay.
Oh, God. So, we will continue to do what we're doing because I always say more likely, the infertility challenge you are facing is just lack of information, right? It's just lack of information. And be sure that we'll give you all the story in details, right? And if you need an intervention, who will tell you so that you don't waste your time? There are a lot of people who are wasting their time, right? So, thank you to all those people who have been testifying to us since last year. With this one now, we are more than 15 people already, right? More than 15 people from the last season. So, but this season, by the time we hit June, 20 people would have benefited from the knowledge we are sharing. 20 people by June. That is the target for this season. And I beg you, don't miss the live stream. Don't miss the live stream because every day is one valuable information after the next. We'll keep on going. Lady G, that's your question. Please come up and ask the question so that in next few minutes we should close the live stream and go. We should close the live stream and go. So I want to